What's up, comrades? Today I'm going to be talking about children's television. We all remember children's television, right? Like, you get home from school, or if you're not in school, you wake up, you go to the living room, turn on the TV, and you watch some SpongeBob or whatever's on. Do y'all remember Wow Wubbzy? Wow Wubbzy. How could you not remember Wow Wubbzy? Such a recognizable guy. He's yellow, kind of looks like a monkey, and he bounces. It's just, he's Wow Wubbzy. I don't really remember. I know it was like my favorite show as a kid. Actually, it was my second favorite show. I'll get into what my favorite television show as a kid was. As a small kid, I'm still a kid. Big surprise. As a smaller child, this is what my favorite television was. I'll get into that later. Wow Wubbzy was my second favorite television show as a small child. I don't remember a lot of it other than there was a pink rabbit, a purple human-looking creature, and Wow Wubbzy, a man himself. That's basically all I remember. I have a CD. Maybe one of these days I'll bring like a TV in here and a disc reader thing, and I'll just kind of watch the episode with you. I have the CD that has like a movie or an episode or a few episodes on it. That maybe you can just watch that together. So that's all I have to say about Wow Wubbzy, because that's all I remember about it. Now let's get into some of the other ones. Most of these are going to be from PBS Kids. I don't know if you've heard of that. Public Broadcasting Station, I think it is. Public Broadcasting Station Kids. PBS Kids. I remember like Fetch with Ruffman was on all the time. We had cable. I had cable in my household, but sometimes I would just choose to watch PBS Kids because of what was on. Great show, starring a cartoon dog. It was on a game show called Fetch, and he's of course the host, Ruffman. And I remember him having like this sidekick or like secretary that was a cat, and he also had an evil twin brother or something. And it was really fun to watch the game show. So many memories. Just, I remember this one episode where they were in like rocket chairs or something. I don't know, if I find some image, if I find an image or something, I'll put it up on the screen. It's hard for me to remember all this stuff. All this weird television shows. I also remember a show called WordGirl that was always on. I don't remember anything else but the name, and that there was Red. She was in Red. I remember the show called Dragontales from. I never saw it on PBS. I think it aired on PBS, but I only saw it when we got Netflix, the streaming platform. Duh, the streaming platform. Wow. It was on there for a little bit. I don't know if it's still on there, but maybe in some countries, but I don't think it is in the U.S. It was on there, and we just kind of watched it. I don't remember like liking a lot of it, but I would watch it still. It was interesting. Come on, remember shows from your childhood. Remember Max and Ruby? Two rabbits. They were two rabbits. Big sister, little brother. Max was always like, he didn't talk. He like spoke in like very short phrases mostly. And Ruby was like the big sister type, the bigger sibling kind of character that would always be like, no, don't be stupid. But it would be like that trope where the younger one like always like seems stupid, but then does something that like makes it better, makes everything work out by the end of the episode, and it's like, oh, that was actually kind of smart of them, even if they stumbled upon their way through that. It was kind of the at least what I remember, the plot of every episode of Ruby and Max. Maybe a lot of this is going to be from Nick Jr. Nick Jr. Remember Nick Jr.? Do you remember Nick Jr.? I remember Nick Jr. Yes, I remember Nick Jr. I also remember this like orange or yellow moose, and I think it was an owl. I think those were like part of some shorts, and they were like the mascots or something. I don't remember. Oswald. Do you remember Oswald? I loved Oswald. purple octopus, round, with sausage dog, Oswald. It was just so calming to watch the show. He's just so soothing, the show. Oh, I miss Oswald. Oobi, I think that's what it was called. Oobi. It was the one with the hands that had the googly eyes. Oobi. Oobi! Or something like, I don't know. It was like a preschool learning show. There's a defunct TV episode on it if you want to go watch that. iCard in the corner, maybe? Possibly? Sesame Street. Do I need to explain? You know, I had to mention this. I mentioned in my Discord server mostly, I've mentioned this character, well, this character's brother, so many times. It's a... I have no life. Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig. You know, I really liked this show as a kid. With the rise of Piggy and that trend of where, like, editing a Peppa Pig episode or whatever, that trend, I watched a lot of, like, editing Peppa Pig episodes videos. I'll link a channel in the, I'll put a channel in the iCard, or I'll link it in the description. That's called Peppa Pig Parodies. They're really good at editing Peppa Pig episodes. Gosh. So I still like this show today. It is a guilty pleasure. I haven't watched like just an episode because I'm too ashamed. I'm too ashamed to just watch an episode of Peppa Pig that's not like memed to death. So maybe with your support, I'll watch one on camera. Actually, you know what? Cut to me just watching a Peppa Pig episode.
Here's our Peppa Pig episode. I don't know which one it is. It's just one of those videos where it puts 30 of them in the same video to get the watch time up. But I'm fearing for my recommendations. Maybe I should have gone on incognito mode for this one. Uh-oh. Oh, I forgot to mention Masha and the bear. Such an annoying show. Such an annoying show. Go further.
That you can see clearly. How? Does he look inside
Optometrist
your head? He
episode.
can't see anything.
And then look at the chart. Mr. Pony is going to test Peppa's eyes.
Why are why are all the adults so fat?
I like the show. I don't know what it's about it. It's still enjoyable to me, even though Peppa's like a jerk. Even though Peppa's like a brat. George, my boy. Best part of the show is George. Changed my mind. What else? What other shows did I watch? I came into this video like thinking of all the shows I used to watch, and I can't remember any of them. Franklin. You remember Franklin? He was the turtle. The turtle the turtle had a bear friend. His friend was a bear. That guy. And he had a little sister too. I only remember Franklin because I have this. I need to make a video where I just bring a disc reader and a TV in here and I watch some things, because I have this really depressing movie. I have this really depressing Franklin movie where his grandma is dying and he has to go get like a time capsule that she put in somewhere, like her old house or something as a kid, and she's on her deathbed and she's like, I need the time capsule, give me the time capsule. So he goes to get it, and after this long thing, and then he brings it back, and she's like she's dying, she is almost dead. He gives it to her, and all of a sudden, she's okay. Dang it. And all of a sudden, she's okay again. And it's so depressing. It's just so, gosh darn, sad. Paw Patrol is also on sometimes. Like, I didn't like that show. I didn't like Paw Patrol. I think it aired. I started seeing it in my later years. I don't know when it started airing on television, but I started seeing it in my later years of young boyhood. So I didn't really like Paw Patrol. I don't know what it was about. I just don't really like Paw Patrol. I didn't like it back then. Don't like it now. Now for my favorite childhood TV show. The TV show that I watched and I loved every second of it. And I still like this show today. And that show, by unpopular opinion, is Caillou. I loved to watch Caillou. And like, I remember this one episode where he was in like, I remember a few episodes. In one of them, he was in his mom's shopping cart. That's all I remember about that episode. Another one, I think he bit his sister or something like that, or he pulled her hair. No, he pulled her hair. He bit his sister in a book. Yeah, he pulled her hair. That's all I remember about that one. But this other one, he lost his toy train at like a Subway, and I was just like, I felt so bad for him because I knew the feeling of losing. That's a BB gun. That's not a toy. Here, this Funko Pop will do. I knew the feeling of losing like a toy or something that was just like so important to you as a little child. I knew that feeling and I could relate to Caillou on that. And I love the show. I was so at peace while watching it. And I'm still at peace while watching it today. I love Caillou. So you could imagine my disappointment and my sadness when I heard PBS would be pulling Caillou from PBS. They wouldn't be airing it anymore. I was so sad that no one would get to see my boy Caillou. And I know, Caillou was a bad example. And he was like a brat, always wanted to get what he wanted. They always gave it to him, and kids are gonna think that that's just how life works. But look at me, I turned out fine. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good. And I watched Caillou, so your results are flawed. They're flawed. Justice for Caillou. Bring back Caillou. So yeah, you could say I'm a bit of a Peppa Pig gamer, a Caillou enthusiast, and a Paw Patrol hater. So that's gonna be it for today's episode of the Rickey Mouse Show. Darn it. If you enjoyed, subscribe. Thanks. That's gonna be it. Goodbye.